Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dominion Gaming TV. My name is Wolf, and I'm bringing to you some more Starcraft 2 action. Now, this is in fact a continuation on a game that I just casted not too long ago, and it is between IMYang, spawning in the bottom left-hand side of GSL Daybreak. I do believe this is GSL Daybreak. Well, actually, no. Sorry, I shouldn't call it GSL Daybreak because it started off being on the GSL, and then now it's on the ladder. But this is actually in the NASL qualifiers, I do believe, for the NASL Season 3 or something. But his opponent, he ended up taking out in Game 1. He is up here in the top right hand side. His name is MVPDRG, who ended up losing to Yang, who is quite an amazing player from the SEA server. Now let's get into the game and see what is happening. So from the looks of it, Yang is going to be going for a similar style as last time and getting that wall off at the front. Probably going to be going for a Forge Fast Expand or just a FE Forge sort of expand. Now DRG just running up heavily, more than likely going to be going for that going to be going for that 15 hatch as he is saving up those minerals. And I do apologize, luckily I have some water over here. I have a sore throat. That is some good water. Now actually no, going for the 16 pool, I guess, 15-16 pool coming in, and then more than likely going to be going for an expand in a second. Looks like Yang is going to be going for that expand first again, which you saw in the first game, chrono boosting out those epic probes, going for a 16 Nexus. No, going for a Forge first and then Nexus. Okay, then that was quite unexpected, but oh well. Now the probe is delaying this expansion for DRG and going to be getting some free hits off on this off on the probe. The pylon does go down, and the Nexus will be delayed for a little bit longer because he threw that pylon down. Now going to be blocking the third hatchery as well, but the Nexus is down, going to be blocking it, and maybe dropping another pylon as well, forcing a few lings here, just 4, not overproducing here at the moment, but delaying this expansion from DRG for quite some time. It's a great move from Yang. The hatchery does go down at the third, and these Zerglings will put some reap the havoc on that pylon. Now the Overlord will see absolutely everything, I mean, including the pylon, the cannon, the forge, and the expansion, as well as the gateway. Now, this Overlord is coming directly into the base. Probably we'll place it here or something to get timing on that gas. But yeah, oh no, just sitting it there to sack later. Now this Overlord will just stay here until around the time a Saboteur should go up, and we'll move it over here and just check out this gas timing. Now the hatchery is almost completed for DRG, while getting that third hatchery, really early third over here at the natural second, and this Queen just taking its sweet old time to casually stroll over to the third and strut. Oh yeah. Look at that thing strut. Oh yeah. Some sexy strutting from the Queen. Now, back over here, the Saboteur is going down with that natural one space gap for that Zealot to be to go over there and block any sort of ling run by. The cannon is there ready to do everything. Now the once again I scout I see both of these gas going down roughly at the same time. Looks like Yang likes to get that double gas up and going, so probably to get that 7/8 core and get a sentry and get that warp gate ace as soon as possible. These Zerglings will not be able to deny that probe to get into the base here to scout absolutely everything, although it doesn't go into the main. Then again, at this time with those 3 bases, there isn't a whole lot that DRG could be doing. This probe may actually get away depending how quickly it runs. Let's actually have a look. And just at the moment, droning up from DRG and getting some additional probes and a Stalker +1 from Yang. Now this probe will get away. We'll click on the mineral patch just to run through and get some free Zergling kills. That was quite unexpected. Wow. And the Stalker may actually almost be able to kill that Zergling, because they both have the movement speed, which is 2.95. Now both gas being taken at the third, a couple of drones being moved over to the natural second, and a Roach Warren is on the way. So from the looks of it, going to be going for that similar style that he went in the first game. Now Warp Gate is about halfway completed with 3 additional gates. So from the look of it, Yang is going to be going for a similar style as last game, with that +1 attack and getting those 3 additional gates. But this Overlord will be able to actually scout it, which probably sucks for MVP and no, not MVP. Wow, Yang. Now at the moment, the Crypt Spread is going pretty well, getting that metabolic boost right now, and Robotics Facility is on the way, as well as Lairtech, but will not be able to snipe this Creep Tumor, which just survived on 5 hit points. Now, who wins in a one-on-one fight in a Queen versus Stalker battle? If we have a look here, it has a range of 5 and does 4 damage, whereas the Stalker now does 11 damage. So then again, I think the Stalker would win. Now +1, wow, missile attack is on the way for DRG, and going to be getting another hatchery, more than likely just for that macro hatch as well for DRG. Now the Evo chamber is here, not getting a second one, which seems to be the Stefano style, getting the second evolution chamber. Now glial reconstitution is on the way, which does increase the speed of these roaches. Now these roaches are going to be going down here and may poke into the natural here, but we'll find a pleasant surprise of you're about to die. Now this Overlord will end up dying, but does scout the timing of the third. And now what DRG can do here is absolutely power drones and expand again, or because IMYang is going for that 16 to 8 minute death ball push, which Zerg hate, or he's going to be going that 2-base timing. And from the looks of it, he's going to be doing the same as last time, which gets the third, but it's not as powerful as the general 2-base immortal timing. And so what he could also do here is just power roaches and just absolutely overthrow Yang here, which is a possibility, but then again, it's not the smartest idea at the moment, because he should be maxed, so to say, at the 12-minute mark, and may or may not happen. Actually, there's a chance it could if he just completely macros. Now Tunneling Claws is on the way for these roaches, so they'll be able to go under any of the force fields being placed by Yang. And Yang just getting in more and more Stalkers, because this is just the norm. We used to see a lot of Zerglings in the ZVTP sort of style. It doesn't really happen now. Now, a big engagement over here at the third doesn't actually kill off the cannon on 20 hit points, and doesn't kill off many, if any, of these roaches. Now 13 additional roaches are on the way. These 2 additional gateways are now finished, and we'll be able to help out Yang reinforce this as soon as possible. Now actually going to be maxed on 12 minutes and going to be able to do so much damage and be pushing up into the natural here as well, and just be able to put on a whole ball of hurt. He's either going to stick here or just split up his army somehow to kill all these roaches, which looks like what he's doing. He's just going to be force fielding and doing what he can to hold off for the time being. And once he holds that, if he's going to be moving back here, sacrificing these roaches, but these roaches will be moving over here back into the natural to be able to do so much damage, splitting up his forces here pretty well. These roaches are going to be able to do a lot of damage, but they do only have +1, while these Stalkers have 1/1 as well. Now the roaches pushing in over here, doing a little bit of damage here. Going to snipe that sentry as well, moving forward into the natural of Yang. Going to be able to kill a few the Stalkers here. Might actually back away here, or maybe just kill with some probes, going back and forward. Oh my god, over here at the third, and just going to be able to just going to be able to may actually snipe some sentries here and some immortals. Well, he does actually get to snipe these immortals, and it will go down in 2 volleys, and some of these sentries may die as well. Now a few probes have actually died over here, and just remassing over here just by outside the base of Yang. Now DRG is on quite high supply, and getting that +1 melee attack, which I'm not a big fan of. But then again, DRG is the GM and MLG winner. Now DRG is just sitting at the outside here, maybe thinking about putting on some pressure in a second, and that's exactly what he's about to do, is put on some pressure. Now Yang having to rebuild these immortals and not actually having any at all at the moment. Now we'll be able to come in here and maybe take out the pylon or some of these gateways. May actually snipe a gateway, doesn't want to lose many roaches, but then again, he is being quite cost effective here. 1 roach for one gateway, and that's pretty good. Now these roaches will be able to just go back and forwards and do a whole lot of damage. These stalkers having to sit in between both bases, just trying to hold here. Now DRG will be poking up here just for a quick second, as well as 2 missile attacks and pathogen glands are on the way, so more than likely that 4th and 5th base are being saturated. This one is on the way. A bunch of spine crawlers are being made, and this has given DRG the time that he needs just to get the bases. He needs to be able to outproduce Yang. Now MVPDRG, oh god, I hate saying that name for some reason, but he is now maxed. Not so much. Actually may have the upgrade advantage just in a second, and that still doesn't have that carapace at the moment. But now it's a lot of stalkers, and might not want to be having so many roaches once he sees this army. But then again, not a whole lot of sentries to be able to do some force fields, and doesn't actually have that many force fields on them. Actually, only being able to have 2 roughly from each of these sentries, and a bunch of spine crawlers are being placed here, which is another tactic used by Zergs. Just put down a bunch of spine crawlers and yet make some more drones. Now looks like a push coming over here from the south, while getting that high tech and lair for more than likely going into broodlords off the back of this, and now he's in a much greater circumstance. But it's quite a concave from Yang, who might actually blink forward. No, blink isn't actually finished, and why is he getting Templar Archives for this mix? Probably going to be going for that Archon mix. That's a lot of roaches though, doing a lot of damage to these stalkers, but a lot of them are just going to die to the all this firepower from Yang. I might want to back off here. No, he decides to go forward a little bit, and might just sacrifice some of these units. But now the blink forward does come in and almost kill some of these roaches and kill off a few more. But DRG is going to be able to outproduce him and produce another 78 more Zerglings. Now the spine crawlers are set up here to do a little bit of defending, that is for sure. That's a lot of spine crawlers just defending. Each of these bases having 3 gas, except for this one just being made right now. Now Psystorm is being made on the way. I don't understand why, because Psystorm isn't that great of a choice versus... Well, he might be good versus Zerglings, but not that great overall. Now getting a Warp Prism as well, some Corruptors as well to get that, to get those epic, what you call them, Broodlords. And now the Carapace is almost finished, but the Psystorm, and now getting into Roro, getting quite a few Zealots now, because he does actually see the amount of Lings being made somehow, probably from this Observer, yeah. Now that's a lot of Lings, going to be able to do a lot of damage, but he needs to split up his Lings to surround this army, or else it's just going to get funneled, and they're just going to die. So maybe send in the Roaches and Infestors from one way, and send in the Zerglings from up from the north, because, oh, now the War Prism is moving over to the main base of DRG, and a bunch of Zealots are being warped in here. And now the push up on the ramp, no, there's no push. Now the Zealots are over in the main, going to be able to wreak some havoc, and an engagement over here at the south of, well, to the north of Yang's base. Now the Zealots are just going to be able to go to town on all of these drones unless he pulls back, and that's exactly what he's doing, killing off an Infestor, maybe another, killing off 2 Infestors here with that push forward. Now all these Zerglings are on the way back. The 3 missile attack is on the way, as well as +2 melee attack on the way. Now, +3 ground attack is on the way for Yang. About two quarters complete. The Zerglings are going to be going down to here to find a nice and pleasant surprise, and there's going to be headbutt comboed to their death. Gotta love the headbutt combo, and not even a spine crawler dying over here. Now, the observer is scouting around, and an additional zealot moving in here. I don't know why. Rocks down in the middle are being destroyed. And DRG is probably going to set in a bunch of these Zerglings just to be able to remax on Broodlords, because he's making a few Broodlords as we speak, but that's just not a whole lot. Now a bunch of Zealots are going down to the bottom, but it's not going to really be able to help him in these engagements, and doesn't actually scout the Zealots, but will he? No, he doesn't scout the Zealots, and so Yang doesn't see the movement of DRG. Now it is going to be even in supply. These spine crawlers will actually take some damage. This one will probably die, but the Zerglings are coming in here and will be able to do a whole lot of damage and surrounding these Zealots, and they end up dying. Now all of these Stalkers going over here and going to be able to probably snipe this if they see that the Greatest Spire. They do. When we go for the Greatest Spire, is he going to kill it? Is he going to be able to kill the Greatest Spire? And that transfuse is going down, but he doesn't actually get the cancel on the ground attack. Now all of these Stalkers are going to die. May actually kill off the +3 attack more than likely not, though. That is a lot of Zealots. Now a bunch of Zealots are being morphed in here over here with the Warp Prism, and just going to be able to absolutely take out all of the units that Yang sent forward at all these units that Yang just sent at DRG, and it's quite a large army from DRG just being able to remax so quickly. All of these Stalkers coming over here, just getting attacked and attacked and attacked. Actually the adrenal glands isn't actually finished here for the Zerg. Let's actually go to the spawning pool. The adrenal glands aren't actually done. Just going to be able to force the engage here on Yang, and the Storms actually miss, doing a bit of damage to the Zerglings, but not a whole lot, killing a few more. But there's a whole lot of Roaches and Infestors, and these Broodlords are just going to town on the army of Yang, and just being able to remax so quickly on those Roaches, it's just crazy. And Yang GG's, and wow. So that is game 2, and Yang ends up GGing out of it. I didn't actually see that coming, because I was focusing on the game and didn't look at the timer at all, and I didn't suspect that GG, but okay. So that was it. Looks like DRG just being able to out macro Yang, and Yang probably not the greatest of ideas, sacrificing all of those units, all those Stalkers. But my name has been Wolf Dragonov, and I thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.